So, you
He
saw
who
a robot walk into a
disturbs the
Rolex store and your
slumber of
skin
the
crawled just a
gods
little,
shall
didn't
face
it?
a riddle
There's a
that
flicker of
cannot
something
be
unsettling,
solved.
a visceral no
It's
that happens faster than
meaningless.
thought. It's the
A
same
dead
feeling you get from a
end.
doll whose eyes seem to follow you across the room. You don't have to recoil from this feeling, but you also don't have to let it rule you. Let's pull back the curtain on this modern ghost in the machine.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
Why does a nearly human face on a robot send a shiver down your spine? You've just taken a brief, unwelcome trip into the Uncanny Valley. Think of it as a chasm in your perception. On one side, you have things that are clearly not human, like a toaster or an industrial robot arm, and you're fine with them. On the other side, you have actual humans, and you're fine with them too. But in the middle lies this deep, unsettling canyon, populated by things that are almost human, but not quite. Your brain, a master pattern matcher, detects the subtle flaws in the imitation and screams that something is profoundly wrong. Recent research tells us this isn't a slow, contemplative process. It happens in as little
This
as
is
50
my
milliseconds.
secret
That's faster than a
ingredient.
blink, a subconscious alarm bell warning you of what
Oh,
exactly?
I can't
A predator
wait to
in
try
disguise?
it.
A sickness masked by a healthy appearance? Your ancient survival instincts are simply getting their wires crossed by 21st century technology. But what if we chose to ignore that primal scream for a moment and instead asked, what is actually going on inside that polished chrome skull? Is there a ghost in that shell or just some very, very clever clockwork? First, let's talk about how it stands. A humanoid robot doesn't topple over because it has a sense of balance that would make a gymnast jealous. It's not magic. It's a constant stream of data from its own version of an inner ear, built from tiny accelerometers and gyroscopes. It's constantly feeling its own position in space, a state called proprioception. Its brain, a silent processor, runs millions of calculations a second, all focused on one simple concept, the zero moment point. Imagine you're carrying a tray of drinks. You instinctively shift your body to keep the tray's center of gravity over your hands. The robot is doing the same thing, but with its entire body, ensuring its center of gravity is always perfectly aligned over its feet. That's why its walk can seem so deliberate, so unnervingly smooth. And what about its touch? When it picks up an egg, how does it know not to crush it? Its fingertips are lined with sensors, little patches of artificial skin that can detect pressure, texture, and temperature. These are its nerves. They send signals back to the central processor, which then commands the actuators, the electric or hydraulic motors that act as its muscles, to apply just the right amount of force. It's a delicate, high-speed feedback loop, a conversation between hand and brain happening thousands of times per second. This is where things get truly interesting and perhaps a little more personal. How does it know you're happy or sad? It's not empathy, not in the way we understand it. It's data. Engineers call it affective computing or emotion AI. These robots are trained on vast libraries of human expression. They have analyzed millions of photos, videos, and voice recordings. They've learned that downturned lips plus certain vocal frequencies, plus a slight slump in the shoulders correlates highly with the human emotional state we label sadness. They see the pattern in you, and they run the appropriate subroutine. It might be to offer a comforting phrase, or perhaps to play your favorite song. Does the robot feel your sadness? No. But does it recognize it and respond in a way that is helpful or at least soothing? Increasingly, the answer is yes. And this is where the debate leaves the laboratory and walks into our living rooms. The arguments against forming bonds with these machines are as compelling as they are predictable. It's not real, is it? A programmed "I love you" is just a string of code, a hollow echo of a feeling it can never possess. Critics worry that we will become emotionally lazy, preferring the easy, programmable affection of a machine to the messy, difficult, and ultimately rewarding work of a real human relationship. They fear a society of isolated individuals, each cocooned with a perfect, compliant partner, forgetting how to connect with the flawed, unpredictable humans outside their door. They raise the specter of objectification, of reducing the sacred and complex dance of love to a transaction with a commodity. And these are valid, important fears we must confront. But what if we're asking the wrong questions? The proponents of these new forms of companionship ask us to consider a different perspective. For an elderly person living in profound loneliness, what is the harm of a companion that never gets tired, never forgets a name, and is always there to listen? Is the comfort it provides any less real because of its origin? The therapeutic robot seal Paro has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety in dementia patients. Those patients aren't fools. They know it's a robot, but their nervous systems respond to its gentle nudges and soft coos all the same. The argument for robot partners is an argument for personal freedom and a radical reevaluation of what a relationship is for. If a relationship is for support, for companionship, for the alleviation of loneliness, and a machine can provide that, who are we to judge? This isn't a distant, science fiction future. The global market for humanoid robots is projected to be worth tens of billions of dollars within the next decade. Companies like Figure AI are already building factories to produce them by the thousands. They are coming first to our warehouses and factories, and then inevitably to our homes. So we are left with the most human of questions. What is the nature of a soul? What is the essence of a connection? We are, ourselves, complex biological machines. Our emotions are the product of chemical reactions and electrical impulses in a 3-pound lump of fatty tissue. Is a feeling generated by carbon chemistry inherently more valid than one simulated by silicon? When you recoil from the robot, you are recoiling from a mirror. It reflects our own complexity, our own needs, and our deepest questions about what it means to be human. It challenges us to define what is truly irreplaceable about us. And perhaps, just perhaps, in answering that challenge, we will learn more about ourselves than we ever could from a machine.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.